So how do we move forward? The administration, the president has talked a lot about the importance of revitalizing manufacturing sector. It's what many of us have spent the last several years focused exclusively on, and we've put together an agenda focused on 4 pillars. 1, increasing the competitiveness of the U.S. as a location for production by reforming our tax code, expanding our energy advantage, and investing in our infrastructure. 2, spurring innovation by investing in cross-cutting R&D and new manufacturing technologies, and by building a national network of manufacturing innovation institutes to connect our research base with our production base. Number 3, ensuring we have that human capital at all levels that we need to excel by investing in our workforce, investing in our businesses and our communities, including by fixing our broken immigration system. And number 4, leveling the playing field by opening access to markets while ensuring that our trading partners are playing by the rules. There's no silver bullet. There's no silver bullet. It takes an entire suite of policies, it takes investment from public and private sectors to get this done. Now, you will hear from the AMP about some of these specific steps, and the AMP has been critical in the development of this agenda. Particularly those steps focused on innovation and building our human capital. But let me talk briefly about 2 fundamental issues for our competitiveness. First, we need a credible plan for funding basic and applied research in this country in a consistent and growing way. The last several years, we have faced a challenging fiscal environment that has resulted in unacceptable cuts to the scientific community, cuts that will have significant costs for years to come. Cuts that harm our competitiveness, that discourage young people from pursuing careers in research and science and engineering. When someone who wants to sound wise tells you that we need to make hard choices so that we don't burden future generations with today's spending, it's important how we make those choices. Remind them that we also need to ensure that future generations have access to new scientific discoveries, new breakthrough medicines, new energy technologies, and the new ideas that we can't even imagine today that will power the industry and jobs of our future. Second, we need to make long-term investments to upgrade our country's infrastructure. It's just a simple fact that we are not investing enough in our infrastructure and we are not making enough long-term investments. Companies need dependable airports, railways, and highways to get supplies and move their products efficiently. Congestion hurts businesses, it hurts workers. And when you think about the reality of American ports today, that they are not equipped to handle modern super tankers, or how the vast majority of our water pipes were installed shortly after the Second World War, or how our bridges are regularly cited as public dangers, I think it is safe to say that there's no question we need to make these investments. And it just seems clear that if we want to support manufacturing in the United States, if we want to make our businesses more competitive in a global environment, we have to make these investments. Other countries understand this. They are moving forward. We also need to move forward. Now, I don't want to downplay the challenges that we face. They're real, they're difficult, they require us to come together. But despite these challenges, right now is truly a unique moment of opportunity. When we started the AMP in 2011, there was beginning to be a drumbeat of how companies from around the world were starting to see the US as an increasingly attractive location for business investment. It was just at the beginning of that discussion. Well, today we're more competitive than we've been in years. US workers are 30% more productive than workers in Germany, twice as productive as workers in South Korea. 15 of the top 25 research universities are located in the United States. We lead the world in the availability of advanced 4G wireless broadband. High school graduation rates are at their highest in history. Health spending is growing at its slowest pace in 50 years. In fact, it's growing at its slowest pace since we started collecting health spending data. US oil and gas production is booming. The US is now the world's largest oil and gas producer. The US world's largest oil and gas producer. For the first time in 20 years, the U.S. produces more oil than it imports. Low-cost, abundant natural gas is literally saving U.S. manufacturers tens of billions of dollars each year compared to Europe, which is why our energy-intensive sectors have announced over $100 billion in new capital projects. Now, when you look at these factors, it is no reason that, that companies are increasingly pointing to the United States as the location for their next plan, for new business investment. In fact, just last Monday, the consulting firm A.T. Kearney released an updated version of its survey of 300 global executives. And that survey found that the U.S. was the #1 preferred location for new business investment for the second year in a row. Previously, we had not been #1 since 2001. Ahead of China, ahead of Brazil, ahead of Germany, ahead of India, ahead of Australia. Not only that, not only were we #1, the United States, in the survey, we extended our lead. And the survey found that the confidence scores from global executives for the United States in 2014 were the highest confidence scores of any country in the survey's nearly 20-year history. There's new technologies coming online that America has the edge in. The economics are in our favor. Right now, the next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Now is truly a unique moment of opportunity for U.S. manufacturing, for the country to come together locally and nationally, bring together government, academia, and business. That is why we created the AMP. That's why that I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. So thank you for your time. Truly look forward to this discussion. Thank you.